Welcome back.
Literally,
Welcome
we are
back.
back. Thank you for tapping into Debatable, episode 25. We appreciate y'all. You know what I'm saying? Last couple of days was a little bit crazy, but
Got a lot going on. Tell y'all, man, we got a lot.
and shouts out to Money Man from Atlanta. He be on there, he be online dropping jewels about literally getting to the money.
Oh, word?
Yeah, success principles.
That's
Like,
what's
yeah,
up.
he be doing this thing. He's in the agriculture. You know that?
Each one teach one.
Yeah, nah, that's a fact. That was from the interview he did. I learned that when he did the interview with your man. What's his name? Scream.
Okay.
He did the interview with Scream, and then on what was that called?
Big Facts?
Big Facts.
Okay.
Yeah. And this dude is in agriculture. You know what I mean? So he's getting money all sorts of ways. I think somehow Akon was involved in his career initially. I think
crazy.
I gotta verify and confirm that. Because remember the Ghanaian dude I told you I met in Clayton County,
Right.
down there south side of that's the south side of right of Atlanta. Right?
Okay.
That's right. Is that you said okay, but is it?
South side of Atlanta?
Yeah, Clayton County, right?
Okay, yeah,
exactly.
south side.
Yeah, so
After Camp Creek, it's Clayco.
yeah, so I had a friend, a Ghanaian friend over there that he put me on him back. What's that? 15? 2015? No, that's 2017. 2017, he put me on to Money Man, and he was telling me that Akon was involved. Yo, listen, Akon been involved. Yo, shouts out to Jersey City, man, because even though he's Senegalese, but he grew up in Jersey City.
Yeah.
Akon been involved in a lot.
I didn't even know he was a Fuji.
Fuji, bro. Come on, man. The Fuji's is like the Jersey Woo, bro. You know what I'm talking about? I have Akon. They have who else? Lauren Hill, Wyclef. What's your man name? John Forte. John Forte was about to be hot. Cannabis was about to be hot. Cannabis is a Fuji, right? He came out of that.
No,
he came out of that camp. But unfortunately, they put their foot on his neck, man. And I was really feeling cannabis, bro. Cannabis was hot. But shouts out to cannabis. Then he came back and gets destroyed by disaster. That was that play right there, man. They ain't wanted to pick up the notebook. Yeah, I need to try to get this guy. They just be getting drunk doing that drink or something.
Yeah, I mean, all you gotta do is come to MC World. We got you, man.
Yeah, let's. I want to see what's going on with that guy, man. I'm gonna definitely look him up, man. But shouts out to, like I was saying, shouts out to Akon because French Montana. Who else? What's that dude from the South that's popping right now? Moneybag Yo.
Mm-hmm.
You know that?
Which one?
Moneybag Yo.
Okay.
He was involved. If I'm correct, is it Moneybag Yo? I think he was.
Akon was involved in that.
Akon was involved. It might not have been Moneybag Yo, but it's another Southern guy that's popping. I gotta be. I think it's Moneybag Yo. Either which way, man. This dude had his hands on a lot of cats. That's been
had his hand on the pulse.
Yeah.
Nah, he was in the land doing his thing for real.
So cannabis
and his brother, got his hand Pooh. Got his hand on thing. What is it, Def Jam South?
Well, that's a whole nother because he's the fact was part of the label.
Mm-hmm.
That his whole thing has been involved in people's careers. But cannabis had exhibit on witnessing the meltdown, the cannabis meltdown. Man, come on, man, he's got long out though.
Somebody tell Cannabis, come through MC War. You know what I'm saying? We'll dust that off, and we got you, man.
He got a new song called Slack Jaw Fascist. Definitely gonna listen to it. Check it out. Tell y'all what we think. But yeah, man, shouts out to Akon, man. Check it out. Tell y'all what we think. But yeah, man, shouts out to Akon, man, who definitely been instrumental in mad careers, man, in this hip hop thing. This dude is looking old right now. You hear me? Hold on, you see him? I just want to take right now. You hear me? Hold on, you see him? I just want to take a look. Like somebody, I'm gonna tell you later. I'm like, who's light skinned? Light skinned? Think about it. You see?
Nah.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, here. Oh man.
Yes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 10.
Yeah, man. Well, what's going on in the news? Anything, man?
Yo, they're about to charge Kanye West, man.
For what?
For tossing that lady's phone.
You knew it too.
They're about to charge. He's under investigation right now. TMZ reported. You know what I mean? That I mean, the moment I saw that, I'm like, oh, that's the case. You about to pay their mortgage for another what? I don't know. Until it's finished paying for it. You know what I mean? Like, you about to pay a grip for that. And it was two Caucasian people. You know what I mean? And there's no way for you to not say you did not bring fear, because they're gonna say that they were scared for their life.
Oh boy.
They don't know what was about to happen.
Battery investigation, bro.
Battery,
bro.
that's what I'm saying. Battery. You see what I'm saying?
Come on.
Not damage to the property, but battery.
Come on.
You see what I'm saying? See what I'm saying?
Come on, man. But he gotta be. He this guy, man. He gotta get out of there, bro. If he don't get out of America, they gonna roast him, man. They just waiting right now.
And you know what I mean? No disrespect. I don't know who your wife is, Kanye. But she's gonna take you for all you got. I think. I think she was put in there as a inquisitive, quiet person that they know you was gonna take a liking to.
Got you.
And when I say they, the same people you be talking about.
Yeah.
Right?
The same day you be talking about.
The same day you be talking
Right.
about. They put her there. You know what I'm saying, what's the name of that movie on Netflix?
Which one? Oh, Homeland.
Homeland. Kanye,
If y'all ain't seen Homeland,
Kanye, this will give you some context on what I'm talking about. Go watch Homeland, right? And once you watch Homeland, Kanye, you'll see how they put her there. You know what I'm saying? And then you took a liking to her. Now you married to her, and then she's gonna take you for all you got, because that's a part of the plot. That's a part of it, man. Break you all the way down till you're broke. You know? But I could be wrong. You know what I mean? I have no facts on what I'm saying. I'm just strictly speculating off of life for a black person in society.
they burglarized Drake house. But that's part of LA. In LA, his LA house. That's part of LA, bro. Like,
Hopefully he ain't have nothing there.
I mean, listen, I would never shoot. They got Michael Jackson. They took Michael Jackson masters, right? His music. They just robbed Michael Jackson. His estate is something for some of his.
That's crazy.
For some of his masters.
But
I was telling you
I
that. He
think
was
I think some record producers did that.
I mean, I can see that.
You know what I mean? Whether from Warner Brothers or you know what I mean.
Remember, as soon as Michael
Sony.
Jackson died, I remember the day he died. The next day, Guitar Hero came out with the Beatles.
Beatles, exactly.
The Beatles guitar, because remember the whole thing was that he owned the Beatles.
Masters.
Yeah. Is that true? Has that ever been fact checked?
I think I did. Listen, Mike said out his own mouth that he owned a lot. He said out his own mouth that they know that he owns a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Michael Jackson.
Yeah, come on. And then he just started talking reckless.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? About, he pulled the Kanye, like, they don't really care about us. And once he started talking like that, they was like, yo, look, you gotta go.
Mm-hmm.
How you gonna tell them we don't really care about them and you Mike Jackson? His voice goes from America all over the world. Forget him. All over the world. You got Mike
Even though that was the clone, because like I said, in my mind, he died during the Pepsi commercial. Yo, the footage came out in 2009. You know that, right? The footage, like the whole extended footage with the fire burning on dude's head. You know what I'm talking about? Melting his skull. Y'all gotta see that footage, man. How he survived that. Mind you, he was still dancing, so it's burning. You talking about pyrotechnics, straight fire, like great balls of fire type, like hot coals hit the man's head. He don't know nothing. Just like, if you get cut, the adrenaline rushing, you're not really thinking. This dude is dancing. You follow what I'm talking about? He dancing for a minute before he hits the ground. No, they start, trying to
beat it off.
Yeah, bro. Listen, bro. That dude might have died, bro. I mean, I think he died. I ain't even gonna say might have. In my mind, he died because why? Because the Michael Jackson after the fire or whatever called it was total. Then the Michael Jackson beforehand. You know what I'm saying? So when they clone, come on, read it. Come on, bro.
They said MJ left. He left Sony owing 50% of their catalog.
Come on, man.
Their catalog.
Come on, man.
50% of Sony's catalog. He left owing.
And Daddy, who knows what he was leveraging? He might not even be doing cash. He probably was leveraging his agreements. Like, okay, cool. At this time, but I want this. You follow what I'm talking about? You know what I mean? For him to have half. And who's that guy? Tommy Mottola? Is he still alive? Tommy Mottola. They always say he was a gangster. Like, back. Come on, man. His studio. Go ahead. Go ahead. You want to play it? And then we do it. Now I'm afraid. Out of one more album, a box set with 2 new songs. out his own mouth, bro. It's out Michael Jackson's own mouth is what he was talking about. Listen, that I know Sony Studios, I don't know how it is now, but back then, back then it was gangster. How was it gangster?
Right.
That was the only spot you could smoke weed in the studio in the whole city of New York back in the 90s. But go ahead.
Right. He said he left, I'm leaving Sony.
He said that.
Owning half of Sony. They're very mad at me right now because I'm leaving.
Crazy.
And then he turns up dead. And then the doctor that killed them, they already said that, you know what I mean? They can't, the doctor that gave him the drug, they can't say, the doctor ain't gonna say, well, you know, Sony made me do that. Because he know whatever time they gave him, when he come out, he's coming out as a straight up millionaire. He's good.
That's a fact.
I mean, he already thought about it.
Right.
All right, I'm gonna sit for malpractice. Mm-hmm. And I'm gonna come home.
Right.
When I come home, I'm good. He's coming home to whatever types of millions, and that's just the type of the world that we live in. You know what I mean? But Mike Jackson, although he was trying to, you know, say certain things, but he already signed that line. You know what I'm saying? With them, you know, he was already with them once he started, you know, doing the plastic surgery, disfiguring himself.
Yeah, but at what point did that start?
After the Pepsi commercial.
That's my point. You know what I'm saying? Because come on now, all of a sudden, this dude start changing. But either way, yo, man, listen, man. R.I.P. to that guy.
R.I.P.
Prince, his competitor. Same Whitney Houston, same thing. Clive Davis. That's, you know, not saying he had something to do with it. All I know is she dead. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I mean? Right. In the bathroom. And then her daughter, Bobby, did she die? No,
yeah,
right?
Yeah. Christina.
Right.
She died.
How?
In the bathtub.
The same way her mom died.
Similar.
Come on, man. Yeah. Come on. That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean that's just the world we live in, man.
It is.
That's just the world we live in, you know. So that's why you gotta be able to love self and kind. You know, you gotta really love yourself and your people, so you could do for self and kind.
Yeah, so you don't gotta be selling yourself short or selling yourself out in order to be able to, you know, be. But again, now's the time that unfortunately those are what are they called? Those are martyrs. Like, you know what I'm saying? We got to really look at them as what they are. They are martyrs. Like, they died for these new musicians, you know what I'm saying, to be able to come in and not have to do that. You know what I'm talking about? Even though some still do. But now, it's like, it's like, you know what I'm saying? A lot of them ain't know that, man. They ain't know what they was getting into.
Right.
Come on, man. Who even, a lot of them people ain't even read the contract. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
They're like, yo, give me the money. What, how much? Signing it over. Come on, man. They're not thinking about all that.
Exactly. You know what I found crazy?
Mm-hmm.
3 rappers, you know, got it's like they missing out of Michigan, Detroit, Michigan. And like these guys are supposed to perform at a club, and it's just you know, it don't got nothing to do with what we're talking about, but it does. These 3
Not
guys,
T Grizzly, right?
Nah, I don't know if it's T Grizzly.
But these guys is right. Ain't one of the biggest coming out of Detroit right now.
Well, it's 3 of them, man. Three of them. Multiple Michigan agencies are investigating what happened to 3 local rappers who went missing 10 days ago. After, like, how do 3 guys just go missing?
That's crazy.
You know what I mean? It's like it is those rappers, so you already know it's foul play.
Right.
But 3 people, three human beings that's gone.
Right.
It's crazy, man. We just got to do better, man. I'm just saying these things right here. It's fine. It's just shocking.
Listen, rap
you know what I mean?
is that's a dangerous business, man. Period.
It's shocking.
You know what I'm saying? That's why, like, you know, even battle rap, you know, we lucky we in this space. But look, when you see how it starts, that's what happened with rap. Like, you know, where's battle rap right now? It's aggressive. It's a lot of shit talking. It's a lot of gang talk. It's a lot of kill, murder, death, right?
They jumped Snake Eyes they jumped Snake Eyes and someone had a fight, altercation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, allegedly. You know what I'm saying? Well, we're gonna keep the allegedly going on. But listen, like that's how it started with hip hop. Cash was talking all the '90s because at first. It wasn't so much kill, shoot 'em up.
Right.
You follow what I'm talking about?
Right.
Then it became kill, shoot 'em up. And then they started killing and shooting them up. You know what I'm talking about? Yes or no, right?
Facts.
Like that.
From broken glass, you know what I mean? Shoot 'em up, kill. You know what I'm saying?
And then cats started living what these cats was rapping about. So whether Snoop, Pac, Biggie, you know, rest in peace to them brothers. And yes, Snoop Dogg did his thing, you know what I'm saying? But whether they was really about that life or not, the people that came behind them, which is the who? The NBA young boys, these
Right.
I mean, yo, these guys is, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying they doing it right now. Lil
Right.
Durk, you know what I'm saying? King Von,
Right,
you know
right,
what I'm
right.
saying? You know, and listen, man.
I mean, it's entertainment, man. I take it entertainment too far, man. Like Bubba Sparks came out and said, you know, he wished that he would have took it to the heights of Eminem, because Eminem like really went heights. The 8 Mile movies, he's world renowned.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Why
Bubba,
did he say he didn't?
I mean, whatever, for whatever reason,
Right.
he ain't hit the mark.
Yeah.
So he coming out and saying like, yo, I wish I would have hit the mark like Eminem did,
Right.
because he was like the second coming.
Right.
When Bubba Sparks came out, he was like, yo, another white boy doing it from the South. You know what I'm saying? While the South was popping.
Right.
He's like, yo, he ain't hit the mark. So we should be able to look at music as entertainment. That's why I said,
Who said that? He said that?
he said that, Bubba Sparks.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying? It's one thing being Bubba Sparks, but it's another thing being from that environment that they all rapping about, man. It's Web3, bro. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Come on, bro. Like, yo, listen, these cats is living straight AR, VR, the rap songs, bro.
Facts.
Come on, man. Even if imagine us coming up right now. Imagine us coming up right now.
Coming up.
Come on, Brooklyn, Jersey City, Newark, you know what I'm talking about? The Bronx. Imagine coming up right now. You know what I'm talking about? Being a high school student. You know what I'm talking about? Come on, man. Come on, man. It's dangerous, man. And then you listening to this, you know, okay, so let's like I said, let's say Brooklyn, let's say the Bronx, let's say those areas, bro. Come on, man. Chicago, south side of Chicago. Come on, south side of Chicago. I don't know what it's like, but come on, man. I seen enough. Like, come on, man. If it's anything like what they rapping about, everything is encompassed in this narrative.
Okay.
They sight, taste, sound, all they. You follow what I'm talking about?
Facts,
It's not. You don't have like, you know, back in the day. You know, there was a couple of different home reality. You know what I'm saying? It was like a reality and it was a reality in the streets. There was a reality in school. You know what I'm talking about? There was like a different reality in school. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, somebody wouldn't necessarily just come and shoot you in the classroom. So there was a level of, you know what I'm saying, some sort of protection or some sort of, you know what I mean, neutrality in your home and in the school. And then, you know what I'm saying? But obviously it was still more danger in the school than it was at home.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
right.
So now, like, come on, man. I don't see how they can separate it, because they're going from the school with, you know, the bathrooms, you know what's going on when we was young.
That's right.
You know what's going on now with them.
Right.
You know, times 1,000, I'm thinking.
Right,
You follow what I'm talking about?
Listen,
and then they doing the pills. You know, for us, at least our drugs,
Man,
it smelled on you. You know what I'm talking about? So if you was drunk,
Bloody, you know?
if you was drunk, they could smell it on you. They could smell a liquor on you. They could smell a weed on you. So it was like, it kind of like there was a level of control over it, like a little bit, like, because now, you know what I'm saying, like people would know, like, yo, this dude is high and drunk. But now you could be on a Molly, you could be on a, you know, I don't even know what they be taking now. Was it Percocets?
All types
You know what I'm
of
saying? What's the
pills.
song? Molly,
It's a pill
Mask
culture.
Off, Molly,
Yeah.
Percocet.
Yeah.
What was the other one? I don't know. Whatever. But they popping these joints. You don't even know, bro. They don't even. Who's gonna be able to identify? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Better
If it's
off
quiet,
popping a Viagra, man. What?
Yeah.
Pop a Viagra, man.
right now, that's a fact. But what's the point? That they can't even tell the drug on the child like they could before, because the loud was loud.
Right.
You know what I'm talking about? It smelled all on your clothes.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So now they taking drugs that they can't really detect. You know what I'm saying? Other than you, and then you can front like you sleeping on that lean or whatever. So they might go, oh, I'm sleepy today or whatever. Cass, you know what I'm saying? Cass wasn't doing heroin like that, bro. Cass wasn't doing coke like that. You know what I'm saying? Not in high school, maybe a little bit, but you know what I'm saying? But they, you know, but come on, man, they was, for the most part, it was drugs you could identify.
That's a fact.
And now
That's a fact.
they can't identify the drug, man.
It's a different day and time,
It's
man.
crazy, man. So
different day
imagine,
and
like I
time.
said, imagine coming up in this day.
Right,
And then
right.
so now the video game, it don't never it's no off.
No, it's not.
It's no off.
You take it from the screen to the outside.
Come on,
Take
man.
it from the screen from the outside. With that being said, right, it is 50 years of hip hop. Happy
Oh
birthday,
man,
hip-hop,
that's
you
what's
know what I
up.
mean?
Yep, that's a fact.
50 years of hip hop. You know, with that being said, they're gonna honor at the Grammys. They're gonna honor 50 years of hip hop.
Oh, crazy.
With Missy Elliott, Lil Wayne, DMC,
Okay.
L Cool J, Grandmaster Flash,
Okay.
Rakim.
No, that's
and
dope.
more. I'm sure there's
That's
gonna be
dope.
more because
Grandmaster Flash,
it's 50
Rakim,
years of it. You know what I'm saying?
definitely.
So I'm sure there's gonna be like Roxanne Shante.
They're gonna bring people out.
You know what I mean?
sets
Busy
and
B
stuff
might
like that.
come through. You know what I'm saying?
Crazy.
So it's like that's
Crazy.
Kumo D. You know what I'm saying?
Crazy.
Wild West.
Right,
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's
crazy.
also
Now that's crazy because people ain't really gonna understand.
Right.
Because they just got on the bandwagon.
Right.
So people ain't gonna even understand
Right.
what it was like during that time. You ain't want to sign these people.
Right.
You ain't want to get them budgets. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
you gave
right,
them half the budget
right.
or a quarter of the budget you was giving the white counterpart.
and they created the scene.
Yo,
and what's
man.
dope? What's dope about that? I might sound like I'm off, but
Right.
Dr. York, that's what he did. A lot of the people that's the pillars of the Nubian Islamic Hebrew, Ansar Allah.
Right.
You know what I mean? They're the ones for this conscious community because
Right.
the conscious community right now, a lot of them don't pay back reverence to where they got their conscious information from.
Right.
Because
No, they try to jump over him. They try they jump over him and they go to the Bobby Hemmett and they go all around except the guy that was actually the most voice. You know what I'm saying? That allowed people to come ask questions.
He was the Google of that time.
Nah, that's a fact.
YouTube of that time.
ChatGPT.
But the point of the matter is, they don't recognize him. So just like how they doing this honor right here, they about the Grammy is about to recognize the 50 years of hip hop. You know what I'm saying? I think some have the conscious community got to come together and honor Dr. York at some point in time. That's my little
Right.
story.
And it also says that your man was right. Brand Nubian going into the Nubian thing that they are guests in the House of Hip Hop because when you look at that list right there, where's the Caucasian? Like I'm not trying to be funny nor am I racist. Well, I mean, because racist, it depends on how you look at the word. Because I do love my race, and I do study races. So that's the same way, like you would study, scientists. You follow what I'm talking about? But I'm not prejudiced. Like I recognize Eminem's skill set as a rapper. Period. He's nice, right? He is definitely one of the greatest rappers in this day and time. That he can rap, he can rap really good.
Right.
So now, but as far as dudes saying that people are guests. This proves that's a fact.
Right.
That proves it's a fact.
Yeah.
How? Because if they not, then look at everybody. They brought the DJ. Right. That's Grandmaster Flash, who he invented scratching, right?
Yeah.
He invented scratching.
Yeah,
He invented
first
scratching, right? Okay, so you got Grandmaster Flash. You got who else did they mention? They mentioned Rakim. You know what I'm talking about? So everybody they mentioned was of Black American, African American descent, that type of situation. But that's it actually shows that's true. Because I was thinking, I wonder, see, it's no Eminem, but normally everything dealing with hip hop on the scale of the Grammys, you know what I mean, usually incorporates like Eminem. You know what I mean? Certain individuals.
You never know. He might pop up.
He will. But I think it shows because you can't show nobody from that era.
Right.
Because to be able to say that.
Okay, that era. Yeah.
You can't show nobody from that era. You know what I'm saying? Unless
Third Base.
Nah, that's a later era.
That's later.
I mean, Third Base came out like 1990.
Right.
I'm thinking maybe 89.
Right.
Definitely not 88.
Nah.
They might have been coming up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? No disrespect to what they did or MC Search and his contribution to hip hop. Yet I'm talking about early years.
Right.
Now, with the graffiti, I think you probably see
Ice-T.
them more. What you talking about?
Ice-T.
What you talking about? Ice-T is a black man. What you saying? Ice-T is white?
I always wondered.
Nah, Ice-T's black. He's a mix. He's mixed.
Okay.
He's a mulatto.
Okay.
Come on, man. Dude, you seriously? You never recognize him as being black?
I mean, I looked at his hair.
Nah,
his hair was off. Well, anyway, you're right.
You never looked at him as being black?
I just saw. Okay. With colors, I was thinking about the straight hair, and from the straight hair, it made me think about But you're right. He's a brother.
That's interesting. I never in my life looked at him as anything other than. But shouts out to him, bro, because he was definitely on some
Oh yeah. I mean, come on. He gave it up. He gave it up
Definitely
throughout his whole career,
awesome.
and then he gave it up throughout his whole career, man.
Guess where he was born?
Where?
Newark.
Nah.
Yeah, he was born in Newark, New Jersey.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Shouts out to Ice-T.
Yeah, so even Ice-T wouldn't be he wouldn't be a part of that group of individuals that created hip hop. Would he?
I thought he would. He was out there in the '80s.
How? I don't think just because you rapped in the '80s, you was one of the people that created the music, the genre. Because first of all, the '80s is now 20. Depending on what year, that's 15 years in. Because hip hop was started what year?
78.
No, 73. It's
73?
23 right now. It's 50 years of hip hop.
73.
They saying 50. They likening it to some moment with Kool Herc back in 1973.
73.
Okay,
I said
that Sedgwick and Cedar area in the Bronx, right on corner. I don't know. I've never been to that part of the Bronx, but I've heard of it. Obviously,
Right.
Sedgwick and Cedar, and so I don't see how Ice-T would be a part of that that aspect of it. So neither would Rakim and them. I mean, those are all later. Even KRS-One, those are all later.
Right.
Run DMC, they all later. You know what I'm talking about? So it's Kool Herc, it's Africa Bambaataa, it's the Cold Crush Brothers, right? It's the Treacherous 3, right? It's the Funky 4+1, right? You know what I'm saying? Man, I got a little bit of names up in the back of my head, man. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for for Cass educating me over the years, because shit, when I came in, I came in the 90s. I didn't know I had to be taught who was who from prior to. You know what I'm talking about? I learned about Cope. Cope is a great graffiti artist that I think KRS-One used to bomb with him.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? From out of the Bronx, I learned about Cope. I learned about, we had our guy from Jersey City named Cheese.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Anybody you could think of from Brooklyn?
Nah, it was the Flatbush Graffiti Kings.
Any people?
It was the Flatbush Graffiti Kings, and it was a group of them.
Oh, okay.
And the Flatbush Graffiti Kings, they went back. I just didn't know who was who.
Right.
I was a little dude back there, but the Flatbush.
No, that's dope. You actually brought them to my attention before, and that's when I knew them. And look, I'm Googling it right now, and they still a popular entity. It looks like. But go ahead.
Yeah, I mean,
what about B-boys? Other than, because I only really know crazy. That's why I know of Rocksteady.
B-boy was definitely the thing. Coming up.
Right.
B-boy was definitely the thing coming up, going to different blocks to go just to battle. You know what I'm saying? Like, going to different skating rinks to battle.
Right.
You know what I mean? B-boying, pop lock and then B-boy, that was all a part of it.
Man, R.I.P. K. Slay, man.
Yeah,
Because I start thinking about this graffiti and him being part of which movie was that? Not Wild Style. I forgot.
Wars,
Style Wars.
Style Wars.
Man, listen, man. R.I.P. man, because for him to be able to actually be in, that era and then transcend, like all the way to the day he passed.
Right.
He was still instrumental.
He was with us, man.
Vital versus Saigon,
Vital
man.
versus Saigon,
For him to be a part of all these different phases of hip hop, that's incredible, man. Shouts out to him.
Instrumental with Pat Poose. K. Slay was very instrumental with Pat Poose.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I really paid attention to Pat Poose because of K. Slay.
Right.
He was like, he kept on pushing them like really hard. Like, you know what I'm saying? So definitely shouts out to that, man. Hey, yo, you never guessed, man. NBA YoungBoy.
Right.
Converted to Mormonism.
Mormonism, ain't that the ones that they are really racist against blacks?
Yeah,
like in the Mormon doctrine is like to have black skin is a curse.
Right.
So like that's crazy. But I mean, I guess they changed it because obviously they want to get more members.
There. Yeah, man. Come on, man.
The mindset.
The curse of Ham. The curse of Canaan.
They say
the curse of Canaan is because he was black.
Yeah, that's what they say, man. Exactly.
But the fact that NBA YoungBoy is saying he converted to Mormonism, and then he's apologizing for all the reckless lyrics that he's made. I think he's going towards.
I saw that. I did see that.
He's going towards.
An
angle of selling records.
I did see that. Yeah, because he was like, "Yeah, I'm changing my life and stuff like that." I don't know, but I remember when he was talking trash on Gucci. Gucci was like, "Yo, y'all better tell Atlantic y'all better stop gassing them up. Like to tell you better tell them guys in Atlantic it can really go.
Yeah, go ahead.
So
Hey,
so
yo, them boys are really real.
yeah,
Yo, listen, them Atlanta boys are really real.
yeah. I mean, but I'm thinking he is too.
Of
I'm
course,
thinking
but I'm saying that's why
But
he's
I
something.
do think that they did gas it up. They like telling them like go come on man, go talk a little bit of shit man. Go crazy. It's gonna get you crazy, and then we're gonna put the money behind it. Come on, man, because they could make they can make anybody popular.
Yo, let me ask you a question. What do you feel about Kendrick Lamar wearing the crucifixion crown, the thorn bush crown on his head?
I think it's dope because it helps to puch the
image
mindset of a black Jesus.
black
Like
Jesus.
you know what I'm saying, helps to and it also like the messages. Yeah, nah, it was a dope show, but one is it says black Jesus is black. Two, it says that black people are being crucified. You follow what I'm talking about?
Right, that's dope.
You know what I mean? And then yeah, I think those are the two. You know what I mean? That immediately comes to mind, immediately without even having to think about it. But listen, man, we'll be back tomorrow.
Debatable.
Yeah, we appreciate y'all.
Like,
Comment. Let us know you disagree with something. You want to hear us talk about something.
Hey, yo, tell a friend.
You want to tell us your perspective on one of the subjects that we was discussing?
For sure.
Please. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's about.
It's
All right, y'all.
debatable. Peace.